Opening kickoff. Missed the kickoff. It's 4 o'clock, September 26th. It's about 85 degrees and sunny at Skyline. Natick at Brookline. Coming down the right side. He turns. Mateo tries to cut him off. Isaac is starting in front. He has the ball. Jacques has it. Jacques to Mac. Mac to Jacques. Jacques down the left side to Mac. And it goes out of bounds. Slide up just a little bit. It's going to be throw-in for Natick. 21. Odd throw-in. They get it back to the goalie. They reverse it to their left. Brendan's starting on the other wing. They were Isaac and Brendan in the game. They said they were going to mix it up today, and it looks like they have. Isaac is pressuring up top. They get Jacques on the wing, goes to the middle of the field, and they clear it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Natick. A throw-in for Brookline in Natick's zone. Back up a little bit here. He throws it back to Nate. Mac to Nate. That should be Sam in the back. Ethan's on the right side. Sam up the right side. They call Mateo offside. So it looks like Isaac's up top. They got Jacques and Mateo on the wings. Brendan's in the midfield. But Jake's starting. Jake and Sammy. Goes down their left side. Out of bounds into the Natick bench. Ethan on the throw. Ethan down the right side, over Brendan's head. Jake on the contest. That was Sammy coming back. They call him for foul. It's a free kick for Natick. They're probably 35 yards out. Zach's calling out defense here. They're going to set up a wall. Brendan and Mateo on the wall. And Sammy on the wall. They're about 30 yards, 35 yards out. We're 3 minutes into the game. 3 on the wall for Brookline. Sammy, Brendan, Mateo on the wall. It's at the goal. It hits the crossbar. It's up in the air. Goalie's down. It's headed. Played away by Mac with his left foot. Sammy clears it to the right side. Brendan on the run. Brendan in front of the Natick bench. Brendan crosses midfield. He finds Jacques. Jacques in front of the Brookline bench. He crosses it. Just misses Jake. That's Sammy on the ball. Sammy sends it back to Sam. Sam to the right to Ethan. Ethan down the right side, tries to find Brendan, gets cut off. There's Isaac. It gets cleared into the Natick bench. Throw in for Brookline. Ethan on the throw. Ethan over Isaac's head. It's to midfield. Mac clears it with his left foot. Mateo on the run, gets cut off by the defender. It may go out of bounds. He keeps it in. Jacques steals it to Mateo, to Mac. Mac sends it across to Sam. Sam crosses midfield. Sam down the right, tries to find Ethan, hits him in the hand. No call. They did call. Handball. They did mix it up in this game. Free kick for Natick. They go to their right. 21 on the right back. 21. Mac cuts it off. It's a 3-on-3 if he hurries. Mac tries to send Isaac. It goes down the left side. It's still in bounds. He cleared it out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. We'll move up again. That's Mateo on the ball. Gets cut off. He was trying to get it to Sammy. They chip it. Sam off his head. That's Nate. Off the Natick head. Sammy off his head. Sammy has it. Crosses midfield. Sammy on the ground to Jacques. They call offside on Jacques. Free kick for Natick. They take it quickly to 19. 19 sends it back to the midfielder. He turns. They chip it to 7. Sammy steals it. Gets stolen back by Natick. 21 has it for Natick. Down the right side. He goes up the right wing. Nate gets pushed. Gets it off his head. It's out of bounds.
Yeah, I got.
Throwing for Natick. 21's going to throw in. 21 down the side to 19. Goes to the left to 10. Oh, 7, sorry. Back to 21. He sends to the middle. They go back to the right side. 19. He gets in. He chips to the back post. Ethan comes flying by. He turns. It's in the box. There's a handball. It's on goal. Zach saves it. Zach out to Mac. Mac down the left side. Jack got pushed, no call. Down the middle, Sammy cuts it off. 19 and Nate. Nate's going to shield it. Nate has it. He's got Sammy to his left, Sammy to his right. That's a tough pass there. Sammy in front of the goal. Sammy turns. He finds Nate. Nate on the ground to Sammy. Sammy chips the wing. He's trying to find Jacques. 21's going to cut it off. Takes an angle on him. 21 to the right. 21's coming up the field. No one's on him. He's got space. He puts it up the right wing to 19. Nate comes back. Nate's going to shield. 19's making a run. He keeps it in bounds. Mac has it. Mac down the wing. 10 has it. 21. Into the box. Zach's going to catch it. They go out to the right side to Brendan. Brendan in front of the Natick bench. Brendan cuts it back to Jake. Jake chips the box. Here comes Mateo. Here comes the goalie. Goalie comes out. They go out to the left. Isaac's on him. He goes down the left side. Cut off by Sam. Sam to Sammy. Sammy has...
Come on.
Oh, they call Mateo offside on that ball. I don't think it was offside.
I don't like these offside calls.
He
goes and looks at the player after the ball is struck.
Yeah.
Three times now.
Free kick for Natick. There's no score. 10 has the ball for Natick. He goes up the center of the field. Mac cuts him off. They call a foul right at midfield. It's on this side. Move it back. It's on this side. 6. Down the middle. They take a quick free kick. They cut the middle to 19. Cut up by Nate. Hits the Natick player out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Nate on the throw. Nate to Mateo. Mateo back to Mac. Mac on his left foot to Mateo to Nate. Nate clears it to Isaac over his head. 4 chips it in. He's onside. Sammy's contesting it. 10 has it for Natick.
He's got 19.
They call offside on 14. We are approximately 10 minutes into the game. No score. It's going to be a free kick. Looks like Nate's going to take it. It's right outside the 18-yard box. Nate, low on the ground, finds Sammy. Sammy backwards to Nate. Nate to Sam. Goes to the right. Sam to the right. Tries to send the wing, gets cut off. Sam again, goes out of bounds. Throwing for Natick. In front of the bench. 7 has it for Natick. Sends it back, out of bounds, into the Brookline bench. That's, I think it was Brendan quickly to Isaac. They turn, it's in midfield. Jake contests, gets cut off, they send it back. Isaac hits it out of bounds. Oh, they give it to Brookline. Brendan on the throw. Gives it to Ethan. Ethan's going to throw it in right in front of the Brookline bench. Ethan down the wing to Mateo. Mateo chips it in front. Here comes Isaac. Goalie comes out and catches it. He sends it out to the right. Here comes Jake. They cut it back to the center. They go to the left side. Brendan's on the player. They send it back. He chips to the center. Sam misses it. That's Jacques with the ball. Jacques sends it back to Nate. Nate to Sam. Sam to the right. That's Brendan. Brendan turns, gets to the corner. Brendan to the corner. He wants to cross. He gets played away. He's still chasing it. Isaac has it. Isaac tries to shoot, gets cut off. They go up the left side. It's 2-on-4, 2-on-5, 3-on-5. Natick player has it in front. He's going to shoot, but Zach has it in front. Zach boots it over midfield. It's going to bounce. Jacques in pursuit. 21 chips it out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Subs are coming in. It's Matt coming in and Ben Kaplan. Isaac and Jake are coming out. Up a little bit. Mac on the throw to Mateo. Back to Mac. He chips it. Brendan's under it. Brendan off his head to Sammy. Sammy back to Ethan. Ethan to his right. Gets played away. Ethan has it. Ethan in front of the Brookline bench. It's played away by 20. They call a foul. Foul on Brookline. Free kick for Natick. They're going to talk to a player. We're 14 minutes in. There's no score. Free kick for Natick. He goes back. It's going to get cut off by Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan's coming in. Finds Jacques. Here comes Jacques. And the goalie. He shoots. Hits the goalie. Nice save. 21 comes away with it. He goes up the right side. Cut off by Nate. Nate to Sammy. Sammy up the middle. Sammy.
Nice.
Ah, he had Matt on the run. He looked like he was good. They call another offside. Free kick for Natick. They go down their right. 10 has it for Natick. To 7. 21 on the wing. Goes down the sideline. It's going to get cut off by Sammy. Sammy plays it away. Sammy to Brendan. Brendan to Ben Kaplan. Off his feet, out of bounds. Quick throw. That's 7 down the wing. Mac tackles it away. Throw in again for Natick. 7 to the corner. 14. Hits Brendan. They get to the corner. They cross. Gets cut off by Sam. Sam on the run. Sam to Jacques. Jacques to his left. He finds Ben Kaplan. Here comes Ben Kaplan. He's got He's got Matt on the other side, on the far post. Ben inside. He chips it in. Brendan's coming. Brendan and 7. 7 has it for Natick. Right at midfield. Tries to go down the right side. Mac's in pursuit. Mac to Nate. Nate slows it down, sends it back to Sam. Sam to the right. Sam. That's Matt. Back to Sam. To Ethan. To Sam. Sam to Nate. There's no press. Nate going down the middle. Gets cut off. Finds Brendan. Brendan comes back, sends it to Nate. Nate makes a run. Nate makes a run past 7.
Nice.
Taken away by Natick. They go to their left. They're in the center circle. They chip the wing. Zach's going to come out and get it. Still 0-0. 17 minutes in. Zach kicks it out. Hits Nate in the stomach. It's Mac in the stomach, sorry.
1-2.
Mac. Down the wing. He's got Mateo. 6 is going to cut him off. Sends it back. Jacques off his head. Jacques to the left. Plays off the Natick player out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. Subs are coming in. Ethan is coming in.
Yes.
Okay. Throws it into the box. That's Sammy into the corner. They shield it out of bounds.
0-0.
It's gonna be a goal kick for Natick. They go to their right. They got Dimitri up top. Brendan has it. Brendan gets played out by 23. Dimitri is chasing to the goal. They punt it out to the right. It's high. Sammy off his head. Ethan. They play it back to Nate. Nate goes to his left, goes out of bounds. It's going to reset the lineup. Ethan is in the game. They go to the corner. On the ground, that Sam clears it. Dimitri comes back, sends it to, I think that's Avi. They clear it out of bounds. Avi was making a run at midfield. Ethan sends it back to Sam. Sam ahead to, that's Matt. Matt to Ethan. Ethan chips the wing. That's Avi on the wing. Avi chips the box. It goes out of bounds. Goes out of play. It's a goal kick for Natick. That's Brendan off his chest. They send it backwards. Dimitri can't see it. Hits up Ben Kaplan. Goes out of bounds.
Get Polish.
It gets thrown in.
Sir, we got the ball and he fell down. Oh my God.
It's going to be a free kick for Natick. 10. They send it back to the center back. That's Avi, and they go out to the wing. That's Avi chasing it. Blocks it out of bounds. Throwing for Natick in front of their bench. 3 has it. 3 sends it back to 4. Ethan toes it away. That's Matt with the ball. He's got 3 with him. Matt has it. Sends the middle. That's Ben Kaplan. They kick it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in.
Go Brookline!
That's Ben Kaplan on the throw. He goes to the corner to Ethan. He crosses with his left foot.
Keep it up, Ethan.
Goalie kicks it over midfield. Nate off his head. Nate has Ethan on this side. Ethan turns. Sends it to Brendan right at midfield. He's got room. Sends the wing. That's Ben Kaplan. Ben to the middle. He's got Brendan with him. He sends him. He tried to find Matt. That's Ethan. Ethan has it to the right corner. He turns. He falls. Ethan with his left foot. Ben Kaplan misses it with his head.
Yeah, he's actually started.
23 has it.
On what? What's the call?
What's the call?
To my face, but whatever.
Shoulder, ref! Come on!
Free kick for Natick. 21.
This is soccer.
Sends it into the box. Sam off his foot, out of bounds.
You can use your shoulders, guys.
Throw in for 23 on Natick. They send it back up the right side. Sammy cuts him off. Sammy gets around 2 defenders. Sends it on the ground to Matt. Matt to Brendan. Brendan in the center of the field. He looks up. He's got space. He has space to his left. He sends it to Ben Kaplan. Back to Brendan. He's got a winger. He's got Ethan running with him. He goes to the far post. It gets headed away. 3. Sends it out to the left. Gets cut off by Ethan. Ethan has it. Gets around. He shoots with his left foot. Goes out of bounds. Mateo is coming in for Brendan here in midfield. It's going to be a goal kick for Natick. They take it quickly to their right. Natick up the middle of the field. That's Sam on the ground. Sam to Avi. Avi with Dimitri. Dimitri to Avi. He's in on goal. Avi shoots. It's a goal. Avi on a nice left-footed shot. 1-0 Brookline.
Let's go Brookline. Let's get another one.
Goal for Avi. 23 minutes in. 1-0 Brookline. 10 has it for Natick. He sends it back. Dimitri's chasing here. They go to their left. That's Avi. Gets it to Dimitri. Into the corner. They clear it. Ethan steps up. Sends it back to Sam. Sam to Mateo. Mateo on his left foot. Mateo to his right. Mateo gets blocked. That's Dimitri. 20 clears it for Natick. Ships it to the middle. Avi off his head. It's on the ground. That's Isaac back in the game. Isaac to Matt. Matt to his right. Matt shoots. It's just wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Natick. Ref blows a whistle for. Goes off to the right side. 21. It's on the sideline. Ben Kaplan hits it out of bounds.
Got somebody hurting.
Throw in for Natick. 23 pass Mateo. Matt on his feet. 3 has it for Natick. They chip it back to the goalie. Here comes Dimitri. Here comes the goalie. He kicks it out of bounds.
Hey, little stuff, boys.
Throw in for Brookline. Ben Kaplan on the throw. He's looking at his choices. Finds Matt. Matt back to Ben. Ben to his left. Ben to the corner. Ben makes a move around. Matt gets pushed. Matt back to Ethan. Ethan back to Nate. Nate to Sam. Sam to the right. Sam low gets cut off. Sam clears it out of bounds. It's a throw in front of the Brookline bench. They take it in. Isaac to Mateo. Mateo tries to find Ben Kaplan, gets cut off. Mateo comes back, gets the ball. Mateo to Ben Kaplan on the left. Ben on the left. He gets into the box. Ben crosses it in front. It's Avi again. Avi, 2 goals. 2-0 Brookline.
I mean, he's come through and missed the ball, put me, and then took the ball. His own players think it was a foul. His own players think guys are shut up and play.
27 minutes in. Subs are coming in. Mac is coming in the game. Wait, no, he's not. Okay. There's a timeout on the field. 2-0 Brookline.
Yellow to the Natick player for arguing with the ref. Bobby from Ben, I think. Hit it. Hot, huh? Yes, sir.
No.
Now that we're reunited.
Yeah, how's Matt? He's good. Yeah, he's good. He's on the ball. Is he?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's loving it. Oh, it's so much.
Yeah, where is someone? I don't. I can go get one. We don't have any on the sidelines, huh? Really?
What do we need?
Well, let me go.
Okay, kickoff for Natick. 2-0.
Should I just go to the BVS up at...
We're about 28 minutes in. Kickoff. 7 sends it back to 9. They chip the middle. That's Ben Kaplan on the ball. Ben Kaplan to Isaac. Isaac to Avi. Avi shoots with his left. Gets saved. They go out to the right. 21 has it to 23. Mackay is in the game. That's Matt. Sends it back to Mac. Matt to Nate. Nate to Sam. Sam, 7 pressing alone for Natick. Sam to his right, sends it on the ground, gets cut off by 3. They go down the wing. That's Ethan, clears it out of bounds. Going for Natick in front of their bench. It's out of bounds. It's Isaac that just came in. Throwing for Natick. They send it back. Isaac's chasing. They've got Brad up top now. Brad's chasing. Goes to the right. Here comes Mackay. Mackay on the ball. He's by himself. It's 2-on-2. 2-on-3 now. He's got Mac behind him. Mackay on the ground. Brad on a nice shot, but they called him offside. Brad crossed right in front, put it in the goal, but it was offside. 2-0 Brookline. They go out to the right. They chip the right side. Mac's on the ball. Mac off his head. They turn. That's 7 on the ground. He sends the wing. There's nobody there. Nate gets pushed. Throw in. 7 has it. Cuts it back. On his left foot. In front. Sam clears it. Brad to Mateo. Mateo on his left foot. Here comes Mackay. Here comes the goalie. Here comes Mackay. He was not offside. He was not offside. Offside is called. Wow. Free kick for Natick. 7 in the center circle. He crosses midfield. 7 to his left. Nate has it. Nate to his left. Nate to Brad. Brad to Mackay. Mackay to the center to Nate. Just missed him. 7 has it for Natick. 23 down the right side. 23 down the right side. Here comes Mackay. Pushes him in the back. That's a foul.
You gotta play the ball.
Ralph, how can you not give a yellow?
Yellow.
How can you not give a yellow, ref? You already gave one.
So he's all right. Ball's about 25 yards out.
Let's go, 7.
7 and 23 over the ball. 2 on the wall. It's Brad and Mackay. 7 shoots it to the far post. Gets headed away by Mateo. Cleared out by Matt. 4 has it for Natick in the center circle. Brad chases. They go to the left. They call offside. Wow. Okay.
Come on, Red, pick it up.
Free kick for Brookline.
Oh, hey, why are you so far back? Turn around, boys, turn around.
Goes down the right side. Over. That was over Isaac's head. 3 has it for Natick. Slid in by Brad. That's Mateo on the ground. He's got Avi coming in. The goalie comes out, clears it. That's Mateo off his head. The Natick player, Mateo to the right, misses Isaac. They cross midfield. 14's trying to get through. Here comes Zach. Zach comes up, gets the ball.
Try, Danny.
Zach to Nate.
Step up.
Nate, no pressure. Sends it down the wing, over Mackay's head, out of bounds. Sub is coming in for Natick.
Hey. Remember. Nothing else to.
Throwing for Natick on the right side. 21 to 7. He sends it back. He steps over it. 4 is going to get to it for Natick. Isaac chases. 3 has it for Natick. Goes down the left side to 14. 1 on 3. He sends it back. He shoots. Hits the post. Cleared that way by Mac on his left foot. 11 hits Isaac in the arm. It's a free kick for Natick in front of their bench. Subs are going to come in when they get a chance. It's 4:36. There was a timeout. Probably about 35 minutes in. 2-0 Brookline. Free kick for Natick in front of their bench. He chips the near post. Hits their player. Zach picks it up. Hit 20. Zach settles it. Boots it to midfield. Off the Natick head. Mateo off his feet. 20's on him. Mateo loses it. 3 has it for Natick. They send it back. Mackay has it. Off his feet. Tries to back heel it. Loses it. Mateo had it. Got stolen by 7. 7's making a run. He's got 14 with him. He sends him in. He chips it around him. It's a goal. There was no offside call. It's 2-1. That was a nice run. Subs are coming in for Brookline.
Finish, Danny.
Brendan,
Great ball, Jake.
Sammy, Jacques are coming in the game. Mackay, Isaac, and Matt are coming off. It's 2-1 Brookline.
Here we go, Natick. Keep it going now. Let's go. Hey, let's go, Blue.
4:37.
Watch out here, Brent.
Who's Blue? Kickoff for Brookline. That's Sam. Sam to Mac. Mac sends it to the middle to Jacques. Down the right side. 19 gets poked away.
We got release.
Throwing for Natick. 21 on the throw. 21. Gonna get cut off by Mateo. That's Jacques with the ball. Jacques to Brendan in the center circle. No one's on him. Brendan to the right. He got Mateo on the run. Mateo's in. Mateo on his right. To his left. He misses. Went from his left to his right, back to his left. Goal kick for Natick. 2-1 Brookline.
Let's go, Blue.
They send it out to the right. That's Brad pressing. Mac cuts it off to Jacques. Jacques back heels it. Stolen by Natick. 7-21. Goes up the side. Nate gets pushed, no call. Sam.
Good luck, Brett.
Watch your wife. Steven, push up.
That's Zach. Back to Nate. Nate sends it back to Sam in front of the Brookline goal. Sam to his right. Sam. Who was that? That's Mackay on that side. That's off Ethan's head. Mackay's trying to play him off the ball. It's right at the sideline. It goes out of bounds. Throw in for Natick and a sub for Natick.
Go, Mac.
4:39.
Way to go, Max Waltzman!
There's a foul called. Okay, let's see where we are.
They rebound.
Free kick for Natick in front of their bench. He chips to the center. Brad off his head. Brendan pushes it to the center. That's through Nate. 20 has it. Brendan plays him. Brendan has it. Plays off the defender. Nate. Oh, goodness. 2 guys are in. Brad on a foul outside the box. About 25.
Good pressure, boys.
I mean, he's so quick to give the first one. Right?
Thank you. I guess.
About 25 yards out. Four on the wall for Brookline. Sammy, Brad, Mackay, Mateo. He shoots it, hits Mateo off. Should be a corner. Brendan's on the near post, Max on the back post. Seven's going to take the corner for Natick. Near post, goes through the crease. It's a goal kick for Brookline.
Come on, Jake. Come on, Red, keep it up.
We're nearing halftime. 2-1 Brookline.
And here we go, keep.
Nate's going to take the goal kick for Brookline.
Make it unavailable.
It's Mac. Nate in the air to midfield. Off Jacques' chest. Off Jacques' head. It's on the ground. Mac. 20 on the ground of 3 for Natick. To the left.
Go, Johnny!
Off his head to the middle. 15 has it. 15 gets cut off. That's Sammy making a run. He's in midfield. There's nobody on him. Oh, he sends it. Sammy has space. Sammy to his right. Sammy gets tripped. Mackay. Nope.
Okay, let's go, Red!
Who was that? Goes out of bounds. It's a throw in for Brookline. Ethan's going to take it. Ethan toward the box. Misses Jacques. Brendan on his left, he shoots it. It's wide. Brendan had a shot on his left foot. Two 2-1 Brookline. We're nearing halftime.
Hey, let's go, Blue!
Natick. 19 has it off his chest. Sends it in the air. Nate off his head. Mac. 21 clears it down the side. It's going to go out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Mac down the side. Brad. Mateo's on it. Brad's running for it. It's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. Near in the half. That's Mac to the wing. Mateo off his head to the end line. Crosses with his left in front. Jacques with his left foot to the far post. They clear it. That's Brendan. Oh. It's on the ground. 20 has it. Ethan comes back. Ethan, and that's halftime. 2-1 Brookline at the half.